So, okay, the reason why I'm so delayed, got some in my is due to the fact that the announcement didn't really go live yet. So, as of right now, I can't really say a whole lot, but we could still have a stream. Let's just say it this way. I mean, we are going to be at EVO. Myself, Mark, and my wife. She helped us out last year with what we did. We're going to be doing a lot more this year, but having actual support, if you know what that kind of means. I guess that's as far as I could say. But there was a question asked in Discord whether or not if there's going to be any type of like tournaments or anything. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just share this with the chat. So, anybody in the chat that is going to be at EVO this year, you can fill out this form right here. If we get at least 4 responses and you show up at the booth, let's say Saturday, we might have a tournament. So, if it's just small amount of people, like if we might have like a little top 4 or something like that. But this is only to put that information out there right now that we might have a tournament at Evo if we get enough people. So just to put that, go ahead and put that out there, since I did go ahead and do that, since that was a question. But yeah. So, the good news is, I believe I'm actually ready for us to release the next update for Reign of the Legends. So, I might be making a new version live as we're streaming here. And then we'll go over patch notes, same old live stream div stuff until, maybe, just maybe, the official announcement will be posted on the EVO website. So, let's go ahead and get this going. Just move on over here. See, if we had some activity in Twitch right now, we would be seeing some chat activity on stream, but, not a whole lot of people, tend to watch us on Twitch. It's mainly YouTube. I believe that's where we got our main start. But anyway, let's see here. These patch notes look pretty good. Just making sure I didn't miss anything here. And then let's go ahead and go over here. Alright. Need to make sure I got my phone by me because it's going to ask for some authentication. Little security there for when we change builds out. Like 2-step authentication, you know what that is. Let's see here. Okay. Right. Default. Preview change. Set live. Alright, please note, we are not a large div team. We may have at least one active tester, including myself, while I'm working on this stuff. If there's any bugs, we will fix them in due time. So I know I seen a comment earlier before the stream started. The game's actually done. It's just we're adding content as we go. I think it was the Wild Sasquatch saying these guys desperately need help with developing this game. Yeah, I'm the only one that develops it. Like all the art and stuff like that was created by Hurricane. It's all produced, let's just say. And then from that point of view, it's just me. And I have a life outside of working on the game, so you know, I got my own pace I gotta go at. Plus, I don't get paid to do this, so I got to figure out ways on how to monetize myself. When it comes to doing this stuff. But all right. So the build should be live. New build should be live. And now let's go ahead and publish the patch notes. And then we'll get started by talking about them. There's not a whole lot on the patch notes, so we'll probably get through them real quick. Then maybe we can jump on the game and probably do some combos in the combo trials. Let's see here. Okay, publish. Now I want to link it to a build. Where do I do that? There we go. Probably gonna do a visibility around on Steam. Starting today with this new update. This way we can try to, gather around some maybe new sales and potentially. But yeah. So I know earlier this morning, because I was actually monitoring what you guys were saying in the pre-stream chat about console release. I can literally, if I can finagle the PS5 div kit I have over here and set it up through the capture, I could show you the PS5 version. Granted, it's probably outdated by now and it needs to be rebuilt or re-updated with all the new stuff that's in the game. But I could literally show you the games running on PS5. The issue is our publisher. The main issue is the publisher wants the game on their back end and not our own back end. So, they want it under their back end so that they can, get the sales first, grab their cut, and then give us our cut. That's how, a relationship works between a game dev and a publisher in most cases. So basically, you had to set up a concept under, Sony, because we're partnered with Sony already. We've been partnered with Sony since last year, before we went to EVO last year. And then once you do that, you set up your concept. Then you gotta take your game. You gotta take your game, and then you gotta go through this whole certification process. That could take even longer. Because, the game's not set up specifically for the PlayStation itself. Because, with the way Unity works, it's easy to build, a game or your project or application for a target platform. Because all you got to do is just set up the platform and then click build, pretty much. And then after that, then you guys see, okay, what's bugged here, what's bugged there. I can go ahead and tell you the struggles of actually trying to get the game to work on a PS4 wasn't going to happen. If we wanted to work on a PS4, we would have to downgrade the graphics a lot. Because I know some people would talk actual crap about the game's graphics, saying, oh, it looks like a PS3, blah, blah, blah. It's like, do you even know what certain devices are capable of? A PS3 would definitely not be to run this game. It don't have enough memory. Because the main thing that takes up memory is all the animations, all the moves that have to be loaded in when you boot up into the game. This is probably one of the reasons why the game kind of struggles on certain hardware to boot up and stuff like that. But yeah. Alright, so let's get these patch notes published. Okay, yep. Okay. They should be up and published, so let's go ahead and bring them over here. And then we'll switch over to the capture. Now y'all can see it down there. Let's move myself to the left. Okay, there we go. And let's zoom on in. Whoa, that's a little bit too big. There we go. Alright, so version 1.03. So yeah, we are now incrementing from the 1.0, 1.2 to 1.03. So new mode combo trials. You'll find this under the training mode in the offline menu. So a brand new game mode is now included within the game for combo trials. Combos for each character range from simple to advanced, while also teaching about the counterbreaker mechanic. This most also includes 12 new achievements. So, if y'all love achievements on Steam and Epic, guess what? Y'all got 12 new ones to do. So y'all get 12 new achievements y'all can work at. Alright, so changes and fixes. So I adjusted some text in all of the arcade intros and outros that would end up being cut off screen. There was a few of them that was like that, but not too many of them. But I did just go through and kind of made it so they're just right there at the bottom center of the screen. And the text has been shrunk in certain ones and stuff like that, but it allows for you to be able to read it better. We shouldn't have those issues at all, but yeah, those things have their own controversy attached to them anyway. Possible built-in desync detection for online. If a remote player's timer ends up being more than the local player, the match will disconnect due to desync. So in most cases, if a desync does occur online, it's due to the fact that the remote player or some other player ends up on a round that the other player's on. So when you go to a new round, it's going to reset the timer. So usually the timer has always been something that I take a look at when I'm reviewing footage for online matches and stuff like that. But from the very last time I was testing the netcode, it should be solid. It's just that nobody plays online, so we need to fix that. So number 3, a new hide HUD button has been added to the pause menu allow for HUD-free screenshots. So this was a user requested feature. I believe it was posted within the news of a last update we did to fix the infinite loading screen issue. That was mainly an issue on Steam Deck, but it would sometimes happen on PC as well. It's mainly due to the fact of where the initial selection of the language is. We support multiple languages in the game. I know localization is not our best strength, and I know that we do use machine translation and in the menus at least, but mostly all of the intros and outros, those were actually human translated. So a new slider's been added to gauge options under training mode to control how much gauge you'll start with, and on resets when you hit the reset button, in training mode. So like you can actually set it up where you got half a bar, and then you can train to see how much meter you can gain, at a certain point, stuff like that. And it's also a good way you can maybe. So, like, you can't get that certain combo in the combo trials. You can actually just jump in training mode and set up those conditions just the same way they are set up inside the trial mode. So, here's a little bit of balance changes. So, I reduced the amount of meter Mr.Hyde's PMPK combo string gains him on hit. he was gaining way too much meter because mainly when you would do PMP, he would gain almost a quarter of it. So if you do at least 2 of those in a combo, you would gain a full little pip or little section of your meter. So that's been reduced. So Mr.Hyde can no longer perform Whiskey Wake Up on any of his combo strings, as this was circumventing combo breaker. He pretty much had his own little built-in counter breaker with that move without actually using the counter breaking system. I'm not sure if any of you guys actually know what that is, but yeah, it's in the game. It's kind of similar to KI 2013's own counter breaking system. New cancels have been added to certain moves on a few characters in order to line up better with combo trials. So this was something I had to do with most of the characters, as when I was trying to, set up certain combos, I was like, well, I can't do this move, so let me add it, So there we go. That's pretty much all of the patch notes. At least we have, a new patch up and ready for our trip to Vegas. So I'm not sure if you guys noticed or not, but you might notice that the stream seems like it might be running at a better frame rate than usual. Is that I'm actually doing a dual stream setup now. I actually have my stream computer is actually sitting right on my desk. It's a little tiny mini PC. These little PCs are going to be what we will be using at EVO. So if I can take a little picture of them real quick. My desk is a mess, by the way. Don't worry. Don't judge. So I don't know if you could see that or not, but yeah, those little computers right there are going to be what runs the game at EVO. They run it very good at high frame rate. The bottom one's actually running the stream right now. But yeah, they both of them run the game at 1080p 60. No issues at all. Runs it great. Well, let's see. Looking at chat again here. The characters. Yeah, most of those characters was kind of in that old little DLC plan. I'm seeing here August Young. And yeah. 1 second, guys. One second, guys. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I can do this or not. Right. Right, you go back in there with mama. What? Okay. Anything else you want to ask mama for? Oh man. Alright. I am back. Give me a second. Let me get in here. I do have my green screen up. I know past streams in this apartment I haven't had it up, but I got people that don't like to be on camera in my house. But yeah. Let's see here. So don't way my setup is now. Can't really tell how many people are in here right now. Let's see. 11 of you. 18 lights. Okay, awesome. Let me do something real quick. See if we can get some more users in here, as I have not posted on any of our socials that we're actually live right now. So, stream is now live. Yeah, Brody. Hold on. Yeah, bear with me, guys. I should have had all this prep done, but what happened was I ended up taking a little short little power nap as I was up past 5 this morning trying to get some things set up on the game. So we were able to make that build live today. Kind of hoping the official announcement would have landed, but it hasn't, so this is what we are doing right now. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. That's I don't know if I got the links or not. Let's just see. Twitch. Yes, right. Or to come see at Terrordrome TV. I think that's the link to it. Getting there. Nope. Got a 404. Let's see here. There it is. Okay. All right. Yeah, most of the characters that you mentioned there, August, they were in the original DLC plan back during Kickstarter. But most of those plans have changed. I mean, we still have 3 characters we do plan to add to the game. This will probably be something I start working on after we come back from EVO. So, just be on the lookout for them. But as far as any of the highly requested stuff, we shall see what we will do with those in due time. But yeah. So let me go ahead and copy what I got here, so we can go to Blue Sky. I feel that we get more engagement on Blue Sky than Twitter. I'm only doing this so if we can get more people in here, guys. Post. No, I'm gonna need my image now. I don't want to show my nice little pretty face here. There we go. All right, let's just post that. Okay. All right, there we go. All right. Okay, let's get that off the screen there. I'm sure people were reading that. My bad. All right. So let's boot the game up. For a new game, if we did a new game, it's not going to be a fighting game. Yeah, if we did a new game, it will not be a fighting game. Fighting games take way too long to make, especially for one person. Let's see the game okay? A horror game. It would be a horror game. I'll have to scare the crap out of you guys. I was the mastermind behind the White Lady jump scare. Just to let y'all know, I always wanted that in the game. I put it in. I got asked for the animations for it. Mark made it for me, and I put it in the game. So take that with what you will, because I mean, I used to be back in the mid 2010s. I used to be a haunt actor. I did get a lot of scares at the haunted attraction I used to work at. So I take that same philosophy and I incorporate it into the game. But yeah, everybody see the game all right? Full frame rate, I hope. This has always been the struggle with our streams. Is the game has never actually been shown at a decent frame rate. That's good. Awesome. I've moved your pants. Well, poor Mitch. He was the someone on the div team that actually encountered that the first time, and I did. I scared the crap out of him, and I can also mention, if you guys have been regulars of this stream, my little boy, he likes the game too. He likes the clown. But back when I was working on that, he was in the room when I was working on it, and he was hiding behind his mama. Let's just say that. Yeah, maybe something like that. I mean, I had this, idea. Maybe we can make a spin-off game. Maybe about the Neverman. I don't know. I mean, there's been plenty of, Slenderman games, that use that same philosophy. Why not we put the Neverman in a game? He is one of our characters. We did create him, so let's make a horror game about Neverman. How about that? That'd be something cool. All right, guys. Whose combo trials do y'all want me to do? Taking request with 11 of you guys in here. Yeah. If we can ever get into full production on that, we will definitely be announcing it. But as far as right now, we have nothing concrete, so we will see what we can do. Let's see. Off stream here, I'm gonna see if I can just monitor the EVO website. Which story in Tekken? Are you talking about the... What was that fighting game? It had a Kickstarter not too long ago. It had the action figures and stuff. Is that what you're talking about, Fat Man and Pop? I actually played it. I mean, it's a pretty decent game, but, it had some... Okay, yeah. I forgot what it was called. I have it on my desktop somewhere. I just had to look for it. Dracula? Alright, let's do Dracula's combos. Takes it a minute to load because it's got a lot of data to load. Hey, so we getting some more people in here from potentially Twitter and stuff. Welcome to the stream, guys. Since you guys are just now showing up, I'm gonna go ahead and post this in the chat again. If you are going to EVO, feel free to fill out that form. We are looking for attendees that want to participate in a combo in a tournament. Not a combo, but I'm about to do combos. But yeah, in a tournament. But yeah, if you are going to EVO this year, please fill out that form. All right, let's get started here. Let's get my mouse out of the way. So Dracula does have at least one combo that I know I'm going to have problems with. Alright, so here we are. We are in game with the combo trials. Let me go ahead and get my stick. It's the keyboard, but I don't want to end up shaking my table too bad because it tends to happen. My custom stick, if you guys want to check that out. The buttons are green, but since I'm using my background, they're going to be transparent. So, but yeah, I'm a keyboard warrior, just to let y'all know. I do not use the stick. Yeah, PlayStation release, rip. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, any type of PlayStation release or anything like that. Hold on. Let's see. We don't got the music on, do we? Let's turn the music on. Let's make sure we got. So I wasn't hearing audio here. Let's get some audio going. Make sure we can balance it out. I don't want it to come through my mic. I can hear the game okay, right? Before I proceed. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I wish you the best of luck with that. Awesome, awesome. So, I don't know if you guys know... Okay, there's a bug right there we've already encountered and so forth. But I don't know if you guys understand that we do have frame links in the game. Where if you do start a combo, you can cancel the crouch kick. Every character has something like this, where you can actually link the other combo. So this one's kind of hard to do. So you just got to get it going. There we go. Just got to get your fingers in the right area to do it. Now this one's gonna have a lot of his alt stance cancels. Too many characters are playing buttons. Okay, yeah. I know if you're gonna put, copyrighted characters in the game, you can't sell that, but that'll probably be a bug I'll fix later tonight, guys. If y'all do encounter that issue. Oh, hit the wrong button there. I did it again, damn it. There we go. Yeah, so pretty much you're looking to bring in pretty much everybody we had in the first game, right? Oh. Gotta do slide, not the not the pillar there. Gotta bring out Isadora. So we got all the time in the world right there to get our bearings. Oop, I did the wrong combo. There we go. At least we know you won't throw in Ronaldo and the DJ guy that nobody knows. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I did react to that myself, and I was like, who is this guy? Especially Ronaldo. I was like, who is this? But the other guy especially, I was the same way. I was like, who was that? You know, and just. But then, like when the game come out, everybody started liking the DJ guy, and then come to find out he's kind of like a prominent member of the FGC. So he'll probably be at EVO. If I happen to see him, I'll probably try to get a picture with him at least. Let's get him up. Let's get him over there. Get him over to where we're at. I was about to spill the beans there. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Uh-oh, I think we encountered a bug already with Dracula. Yeah, it's not tracking my buttons here. Let's go to the next one. Okay, that one's tracking. So I'll need to go in and fix that one too. But hey, at least you guys get to play this. Whoever's, you know, got the game on PC. Thank you. Yeah, I made most of these combos myself. And see, there's another one that's not tracking. So I went through every single one of these guys beforehand, and we're working beforehand, but now they're not. So let's see here. Now this one's the longest combo. This is, let's say, every character has a combo like this. Use 2 EX moves and gain full meter to do an Unleash Ender. But yeah, seeing all these characters you plan on putting in this game, buddy, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of work to do, because the main thing about fighting games is they require animation. And as far as this game, we had a ton of animations that we had to create, and most of that data takes a lot to load. It's mainly due to how our fighting game framework is set up. In other cases, I'm sure, you know, there's ways to fix that problem, but I hadn't quite figured out how to do it yet. All right, let's see if we can pull this off. Went the wrong way, wrong direction. Jump cancel. No. Frame link. Pillar. Flip. Ah. My finger slipped. You get to cancel right there. I'm not sure who that is. Is that from a comic? You know, we tried to at least get one comic character in there, and didn't work out with the creator. I know if Mark was here, he would mention that. But yeah, Mark is away at the moment. He's on a little mini retreat. There we go. Ah, a dang kick. Didn't want to come out. Yeah, I had trouble doing this one as I was testing it. The dash cancel. I heard somebody knocking on my front door. Probably a neighbor kid. I hope they don't. There we go. Nice. Nice. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, so this combo, everybody has one. It's their final combo. So we do have a method of way of how you can counter the breaker. So I know a lot of people when they're playing, hey, they're like, oh, all he does is break my combos. Well, you can use the counter breaker. It's pretty easy to do it against the AI, but the main way you use this tool, is versus human player. Pretty much you can start a combo. You see how Drake did, and he put his hand over. That indicates that I had tried to, cancel out of my combo to predict whether or not you're going to do a breaker or not. Same concept as, KI 2013, as you could just, cancel out of your combo and end it, prematurely just with that move. The thing is, if you do it and they don't break you, you're opening yourself up to getting damaged and probably having a full combo done on you as well. So this is what happens. You see Dracula. I was worried about that. But yeah. Let's see if I can pull this off. There we go. Alright. Alright, so yeah, we wasn't able to complete a couple of those combos because they wasn't working. Or at least one. I think it was this one that didn't work. But yeah. If they all worked, I would have got an achievement unlocked. So, Visible Man actually has the longest combo in the game. But we'll probably do him next. Kind of sad that that official announcement didn't land, but I think somebody got their times crossed or something like that. Let's check over here. Any new messages here? Announcements. Yeah, I was just seeing there was another indie fighter that posted up that they're going to be at EVO. Seeing what new news we got. But yeah. So, okay, I'm just going to preface this already. Since we're here, and the official announcement's probably not going to be posted today. But as the while, I'm posting up that form to, for a tournament, at EVO and stuff like that. In an official capacity, we have a booth. So we'll have a booth at EVO. So if you happen to be at EVO this year, stop by. You can meet me in person. You can meet Hurricane in person. And we can, sit down and play. You can play me, play Mark, play somebody else that shows up. Be a very fun time. So, not sure how many of you guys will be attending EVO this year. But yeah, we will be there having a booth. And it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. But yeah. So with that said, let's jump into Invisible Man here. We're going to do all of his combos, hopefully. Alright, so starting out, simple strings. And then, let's see, jump. Took a little too long on that. I hit the wrong button again. That's not how you do his DP. Ah! Fell out of string. There we go. Alright, so strong attack. We don't want to dash cancel out of that. We just want to go with the flow. Keep hitting the wrong button. There we go. This one's no different than the last one. It's just incorporating an EX. So now this one, now we're wanting to gain meter enough to do at least to do the unleashed at the end of it. Let's see here. How do I do this one? Well, missing that second jump there. There we go. I always end up doing that. I mean, you can see that you can add stuff to the combos, and they still work. No different than any other game. I believe you can do the same thing in Street Fighter 6. I think it's just set in my brain after doing that to do a helper. Ugh. Let's see here, guys. Oop, did the wrong move. Yeah, this is his long combo. Longest combo in the game. Most combos can be longer on other characters too, but this is just the path I took to set this one up. The combo system has its freedom in order for you to do these things. And of course, the only way you can actually do combos like this is when their break gauge is 0 and you have caught them in a punish. As none of these combos, you can just do it as you want. But y'all didn't know you could do that. You can cancel and do his invisibility and continue your combo. That was something I really wanted to do. Makes his combos very unique. But you have to remember where you're at on screen yourself. As Invisible Man just goes completely invisible. You cannot see where he's at on screen. Oop. Missed the jump cancel on that one. There's a certain height he has to be in order to get that punch off. Ah, almost had it. To get the EX. There we go. Alright. Let's see if we can pull this one off real quick. Ah, drop. Let's see, what was it? Basically, a horror game. But this is a horror game that has an Atari 2600 theme to it. And I think an 8-bit demon could work for this game. The developer's open to have you use one of his characters if you ask him. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure how that would, play over with other people that don't know what the game is. They're like, what is this? And then they see a pixelated character, maybe. 8-bit. But, 2600... To me, 2600 wasn't even 8-bit. I think it was less than 8-bit. Yeah, I didn't have a 2600 when I was a kid. I had the, what was it? The 50? The 52? I can't remember. I had arcade. See, the Atari I had, it had arcade perfect Pac-Man. I didn't get the stab off. Missed the stab. I'm sure if I complete this combo, it'll probably pop that I got an achievement that I did this. Get too ahead of myself. And see, this is the ideal situation you would want to have when you're wanting to do long combos. You can see that the brake meter doesn't recharge while they have the red X over their bar. I'm giving you a pretty significant amount of time. There we go. Significant amount of time to be able to do it. Let's see. There we go. Popped up. There we go. Achievement unlocked. So is there anybody here willing to play online? Because I know that was also in the stream description. I know we have not tried this in a very long time. To actually attempt to play online. But if anybody is willing to play online, set up a room and I will join it. Steam Deck charging. Yeah, I remember I was testing the game as well online with the Steam Deck. It worked out pretty well. Still playing eventually over Wi-Fi. Okay, it shows that there's 8 of you in here. Based off what I just pulled up on YouTube. The funny thing is, my Twitch has 83 followers. And there's nobody watching on Twitch. But to me, you know, the main goal for me on Twitch is I do, you know, plan on playing other games live, you know, on stream. If you guys want to check me out, follow me on Twitch. We can have some grand old fun times. Playing either Resident Evil or, you know, other fighting games and stuff like that. But yeah. Not sure if we got... Because I remember back in the day when we would do these types of streams. You know, we would get a pretty hefty, you know, viewer count starting out. Because I remember we would sometimes actually hit about 30, you know, 30 people viewing the stream at one point in time. Back, you know, sometimes past years. I mean, and those were back, you know, when I was just, you know, starting out to learn how to, you know, get all the stream stuff, you know, set up. And now that I've hit peak, you could say, on getting the stream quality good, you know, full frame rate and all this other stuff. Now, you know, would be the ideal time for people to watch. Because in those early days of the stream, you know, there was times where we would be playing online and the stream's frame rate would not be all that great. So now, you know, this is, you know, ideal timing to be able to, you know, actually watch the gameplay and stuff like that. But what we would sometimes do while we're sitting here just chatting about the game is we would boot up CPU versus. Yeah, I mean, CPU tends to go into loops sometimes, and mainly all the CPU's gonna do is dodge you. They tend to dodge the first attack you put out, and if you just put out a move and just let them do something, you can easily just destroy them. No, I think the link to this mode was actually broken because there's something else I forgot to put in the patch notes. Is that it's gonna do this? So I'll have to go back and fix that. So there's at least 3 things I have to hot fix so far. But the good news is, if we just sit at the screen, guess what? It's going to go into another match. Give it about 30 seconds, and we'll load into another match. So this was something that was asked for EVO. If we could have something like this, so that if we're just sitting at this menu, be like in a track mode. You know how most arcade games back in the day, when you would walk by them, you know, they'd go to an attract mode and stuff like that. Too late? Too late for what? I mean, we're still getting started here, even though we've been streaming for about an hour. But to preface what we've already talked about, we're at EVO this year with a booth. If you're attending EVO, we look to do a tournament.
Allow me to show you what power is.
Look to do a tournament. If you're attending EVO, fill out the form. We'll at least get 4. We'll have us a little top 8 or top 4. I'm probably gonna be posting that. Link on our socials. Probably by the end of the stream. But yeah, if we get more people to show up in the stream and they're willing to play online, we will definitely jump online. Just gotta let me know, because I can go and see that we only have one person in the game. There's only one person playing it. Guess who that person is? It's me. Yeah. Well, there's also itch. What's that place called? Itch.2 or whatever. It's where we posted our demo or a Kickstarter demo. But yeah, Game Jolt, you could probably post it there, or make you a website and just do it that way. I mean, people, like what they see, Yeah, I would. I mean, if you're willing to fight me, just make a match and let me know. Just make a room, and we'll give it a shot. We'll see if we get through a whole round or a whole match without it.
Let's do this.
Disconnecting, because that mode has rarely had any testing. I've mainly tested it versus an AI opponent, because I've had the ability to set it up to where I fought an AI opponent online from France. We're pretty good. We're pretty good. Input delay wasn't too bad or anything. Yes, Terrordrome runs on Steam Deck. Mighty Guy, welcome, buddy. I'm glad to see at least somebody's on Twitch. Mighty Guy is one of our testers, by the way. First time channel. Why don't you give me a follow on Twitch, Mighty Guy? I'm sure you have, maybe, in order to chat. You're just super test dummy, yeah. Well, I mean, hey, you at least are playing the game. So this is supposed to be random, but it keeps popping up the same characters. You'd be great. Yeah, there you go, buddy. Yeah, it runs on, the game does run on Steam Deck.
All right, let's do this.
Chapter 1. Fight.
Oh, Patreon? Okay, yeah, I didn't know whether or not you was a Patreon or not. I have since have, discontinued the Patreon as the game is actually completed. But if you let me know what tier you was in, I probably owe you a code, don't I? Probably owe you a free code to the game. If I do, I will definitely have codes available. And if you have like a means of communication, like Discord or an email, I can definitely. What? No, Brad. Oh, let my ass on. No, Brad. What's that mean? Oh, Shataro. Shataro. See, man, you should match what your name is. You should match what your name is. So, I remember this name now. Yeah, that's right. Excuse me, guys. I'm still kind of got a cough. I had sore throat not too long ago. Actually, didn't know I had sore throat or strep throat. And the doctor told me, "Oh, you got strep throat," and I was like, "Well, I got strep throat," and had no clue I had it. But yep. Make a public match, and I'll see if I can join it. Well, I mean, I don't know how many more streams we'll potentially try to do before heading to EVO. At least, Terrordrome streams. I'm going to attempt to do more streams on my Twitch. If you guys want to check out, regular, gameplay of other games, been wanting to do a stream where I play the original Resident Evil, the remake. We want to attempt that, as I've heard it's good for viewership. So attempts will be made. Let's just say that. And if you guys have never seen a randomized Resident Evil run, I will definitely show that off too on my Twitch. But the main thing is, in order to get people to show up to a live stream, you have to make content, and that content has to go on YouTube. Because that's how I've always, found people to watch on Twitch. As I've come across their live stream, or not their live stream, but videos or something like that, and that's how I've always started watching certain people on Twitch. But yeah, it's only certain content. Ugh. Having so many online dudes and people want immediately catch on to try dog comedy social spaces. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I can understand that, but yeah. Yeah, go ahead and update. Let's see, what is this? Just got an email. Let's see. Okay, so the official announcement will come from Twitter on Monday. Not sure if I will stream again Monday, but yeah. Well, yeah, no problem, buddy. I probably need to delete all these. I honestly don't know if the replay system fully works. Yeah, that's cool, buddy. I know you at one point was a $2 tier. Oh, look at there, we got two more people on Twitter. On Twitch, I mean. If you're viewing us on Twitch, say hi in chat. Identify yourselves. Yeah. And Shitaro says hi to Twitch. Yeah, I can't really show. You can't. That's actually a rule on Twitch. You can't show two chats at the same time. I know if we were in the just chatting, I think that's. Oh shit! I think that's actually what we're just in on here. Let's see if I can change the game real quick. Didn't realize that's what we were actually on here. Let's see if that might get some more people showing. Let's see here. Wish we could do two types of games we're hosting. Well, I know YouTube, I think was already set up that way, but I don't know. Let's see. No. Yeah, there's no game title. Let's see if we can update the game title here. So I remember back in the day, YouTube didn't even have Terrordrome listed as a game. Now it does. At least Reign of Legends. Don't have Rise though. Ooh. Uh-oh, where'd my Twitch go? There we go, there's our Twitch. Yeah, it is. I mean, we've came long ways, you know, from back in 5 years ago. You know, 5 years ago is when we first launched on Steam. Back in June of 2020. Or was it July? I think it was July. Yeah, it was actually July. I think our 5th anniversary for being on Steam's coming up. I actually think I pulled up here. Let's see. No, it's only showing the October release date on the Steam database. See if I can actually go to bring this up. Go through the Steam backend, it will tell me. Yeah, July 23rd of 2020 was when we first launched on Steam in early access. So it took us almost 5 years, and what was it? 5 years. So June, August, September, October, and 3 months. Almost 3 months. 2 months and 17 days. How about that? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're able to actually see the game in full frame rate of how it's supposed to look. I know we have some, users on our discussion forum on Steam that tend to claim all the game crashes, it lags, stuff like that. You have to at least have a decent computer to play it. But as I shown earlier in the stream, these let's see if I can switch over here. Yeah, as I had mentioned before, those mini PCs right there will play the game. definitely will play the game pretty well. You have to at least make sure it's running a Ryzen 68M and has at least 32 gigabytes of RAM. Okay, yeah, no problem, bud. Let's see. Let's go do another combo.
Choose your legend.
Let's see here. Let's try Hellsting.
I don't care what.
Shows that I've already done him, but we can just do him again. This should give you enough time to get everything put away and get your game to be fully downloaded.
Done.
So there's at least one combo I have trouble with here, because I always forget to, at a certain point, there's a change up in this combo. Chicken, see where I got any notifications at.
That's my truth.
Let's see, air punch. Let's see, air punch. Jump cancel. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think this one right here might be the one I have trouble with. Alright, there we go.
Good boy.
This is the one I have trouble with. Because it goes from one screen to the other side. And at one certain point I gotta do that. And I always forget to do... What was it? That. Okay. Oh.
Didn't feel it.
Oh. Yo. I don't know why it's not working there. There we go. Ah! Keeps dropping. Don't hit the buttons. There we go. Ah, didn't do the EX. Ah! Almost had it. Ah! See, I did it, chat. I forgot to do that. As I had described. Let's see, what was that part again? Let's see, punch, kick, medium, crouch kick, medium, medium, strong, strong. Okay. So you're just pretty much going It's hard to get the frame length because you gotta time it right. This one's mainly meant for in the corner too, so. I'm only practicing this bit to see if I can get it right. To get it in my head. Now let's just try it again. Ah! My EX didn't want to come out. Ah! I had the combo. Oh, I did do that. We had it, chat, damn it. Ah, my brain. What's going on here? I'm calling shenanigans. Cause I know that works. I know I had full meter.
Does it hurt?
I've done these combos so many times to test them and make sure they work. Ooh. Be funny, he'll come back as soon as I get it. Watch, he'll come back as soon as I get it. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Hey, at least this is plenty of content for you guys. Y'all getting to see the game at a decent frame rate for a change. Ah! Nah! You're a little too overzealous. Okay, it's taking a while. Yeah, that's cool. we're doing the combo for the content, so this is for everybody to see. I don't know if you guys have got any ads yet on YouTube. Just let me know, because it will sooner or later play an ad. We haven't got any strikes yet. I ain't seen any. Oh, no, now my fingers are like, no, I can't do that no more. Ah, I missed a strong attack. Yeah, there's a lot more achievements now. You know, as I progress and add more content. Got ad block on, yeah, ad block tend to work okay on YouTube at one point in time, and then I was like, well, my ad block's not working that great anymore because it keeps bringing up this nag screen that, hey, you're blocking ads. And so I was like, you know what, I'll just pay for premium. So I pay for premium on YouTube, and then I pay for Turbo on Twitch, because we watch a lot of Twitch, you know, in this household. So we don't really have like cable or anything or satellite, so we tend to just watch Twitch. So we have, you know, our go-to streamers we tend to watch, mainly Bacchus Suit, of course, Maximilian Dude, of course, a few others too. What do you mean, Reign of the Boogeyman, Rise of the Boogeyman? I don't know what you mean by bringing it back. You can easily play it. It's on the website. If you join our Discord, you can easily play it. There's everybody. There tends to be a few people to play it still. But yeah, most people that no, that is now in the hands of modders. There's an extended version of the game now that modders have included more characters. If you join our official Discord, I'm sure somebody on there can point you in the right direction, as I'm not too sure where the extended version is hosted at. But yeah, I think the extended version, they added Pennywise, and I think they added, what else did they add? Jeepers Creepers, I think, the Creeper and Jeepers Creepers. Those two characters were actually slated to be in the game, but they never ended up in the game.
Boom! Want some more?
Yep. So Rise of the Boogeyman still lives on. Whether or not, you know, those modders use my same philosophy of balancing the game or not is to be seen. As from what I've seen, all they was doing was just wanting to put the character in the game and not worried about whether or not the character was balanced or not. So Oh, I was just there. But yeah, Rise of the Boogeyman in a official capacity will probably never happen.
Want some more?
I'm gonna get this combo, guys. I swear. My fingers are starting to fatigue. You can take that to your advantage, Taro. Maybe I won't be able to do too many combos to you if we play online. Ah! I didn't get to my damn strong attack in time. Yeah, that happens. I've had plenty of projects with the same engine end up getting corrupted myself. I mean, Fighter Maker 2nd, you know, that's where my roots are when it comes to fighting game development.
Does it hurt?
And I know most people tend to want to continue to use it. But, you know, sometimes you got to come to a point and realize, hey, this thing is 25 years old. There's better options out there. I just got to learn how to use it. But, you know, game preservation is also something I take, you know, highly. So maybe if one day if somebody figures out a way to be able to take that data from what we already had in the game to bring it to, say, like Unity or Unreal or being able to, you know, have a different player for it or something like that. I would love it, you know, if we could have a Rise of the Boogeyman with built-in online, robot netcode, and, you know, servers, like decent matchmaking and all that, you know, so it makes everything a lot simpler, you know, besides having to, you know, go through a different client in order to play the game online. Yeah, I keep going way too far on that combo string. But yeah, in order to, you know, play the game online without having to rely on a different program or another client, you know, actual plug and play controller support, so you're not having to use some joy to key program or something like that. But yeah, fatigue is setting in on my wrist. I might have to take a break. But yeah, I would love it to be able to do something like that. At one point in time, there was an engine that was being worked on in the engine called Godot. It's still available, but the main premise was they were looking to be able to take those Fighter Maker 2nd games and convert them over to that engine. If that was the case, then you'd be to do that. Yeah, well, it's not really cel shading. All it is just a black outline around the characters now. Now, it's not full cell shading. If it was full cell shading, it would look a lot different. But I know some people had mentioned that the inclusion of the black outline around the characters allowed to see the characters better, because you know some people have different eyes, you know, when it comes to graphics. Some people will look at this game and say it's a PS2 game for all I care. I remember at one point in time, it was like the first trailer we put up on EVO. I think it was back in 2021. People were trying to claim, oh, it's PS1 graphics. PS1 graphics. I'm like, PS1 didn't even have normal maps, let alone high poly character models. I'm like, what are you smoking, you know? Alright, I'm calling shenanigans on that. That was shenanigans. I know I did that. I know I did that motion. I know I did that motion. I know it's not the frame rate because I'm still running at full 60 right now. I don't know how long it took me, but it took me a while, but I got it. Oh. Alright, this combo is pretty fun. It's kind of the same as the other one, but it incorporates the counter dodge. Ah, I missed the shotgun. Oh, damn it. Yeah, this one incorporates the bomb loops. Yeah, let's see here. Ah, Mr. Crouch. Mr. Crouch again. Ah! Went too far. Missed my dodge button. Ah! That other one's done fried my brain, chat. There we go. I didn't get an achievement pop. Oh well. Alright, are you ready to play online, Shitaru? Are you ready, sir? If you are, go make a match. And I shall join you. Yeah, something like that. I actually have something like that, Mighty Guy, where there's an asset in Unity where we can take a character model and pixelate it. So that would probably work out pretty well. But I think, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, I would love to make a horror game. Love to make a horror game in the vein of, Resident Evil. But y'all want to know my dream project? Dream project is a multiplayer game, probably extraction type game. That's probably like Outbreak in that same vein. But you're dropped in solo. There's no duels, there's no triples or anything like that, or quads or whatever. And you're just dropped in solo into like a Art Raccoon type city, type situation. And you gotta figure out how to escape. And if you encounter other players, they can either join your squad or be an enemy. It's one of those things where like hard or heal, hard or heal. I think that would be a pretty cool type of concept. It might be that Steam is actually done downloading. It's just patching the game. That tends to happen too, but. But yeah, glad to see at least how many people we got here today. I know this isn't the usual amount of people I stream to on a div stream, but I mean it is what it is. I mean the hype of the game's kind of died down now. Okay, 85. Okay, that's cool. But yeah. Yeah, that would be pretty cool to pull it off. I mean, to me, when it came to working on this game, it was, just second nature on, how to start working on a fighting game. So I have the framework, and all I need is the character, the animations, and I can make the character do fighting game stuff. But when it comes to like making, other games, it's like, how do I start? I know a game like that would either be first person or third person in that sense, and then you would have to have environments or have areas or environments, full map. And yeah. Yeah. It all depends. Really, it all depends on going on all of our socials and saying, hey, we're doing this. Fire it up. Try to get some kind of online event started with the net code. If the net code is solid enough. See, that's the only problem is we don't know how solid our net code is because not enough people play the game online to know that. And to be honest, I kind of blame our marketing, I honestly do. But then, to address the elephant in the room, the usage of generative AI art. That kind of did hurt us too. But, it's the game, as far as the gameplay is concerned and all that other stuff, that's not AI. That's me. That is me, Show? Okay. Yeah. I think I remember calling you that at one point in time. But yeah. It is what it is, I hate it, that we had to deal with, that type of situation with the launch of the game. And, we've had our critics, on the Steam discussion forums. I would love it if one of those critics would show up at EVO. Tell me the game sucks to my face. Tell me that. Yeah. And I will prove to you that it doesn't. Because I know there's like they tried to claim, oh, the game doesn't have this or the game doesn't have that. Why does this not work? And one stuff like that. When When at the time, there was bugs in the game that actually caused, even unleash moves not to even work. The main reason why is because when you would do those moves, most people were like, okay, what are the moves? They would go to the move list, check what the move is, come out of the move list, and they couldn't do the move at all. Mainly due to the fact that when you would go to the move list, it would resort the move list of the whole character, changing the priority of how the moves are supposed to be. So yeah, it just messed the game up completely. And then after we fixed that, we didn't have those problems anymore. We didn't have people come to us saying, "Hey, I can't do these moves." Let's see, I don't blame you guys for using AI in small matters. The guy who made that Scooby-Doo Five Nights at Freddy's animation got put under fire for just about the same reason. Or asses off, I'm gonna get the game like this. Yeah, I know. I mean, there was fears that it would probably have been canceled due to the Kickstarter failing, but we persevered. It was like, all right, next step is early access on Steam and all that other stuff. Well, the strip the Unity version, data files. You're probably wondering why we're using. Well, see, we use a different compiler. We use the IL2 to CPP. IL2 to CPP compiler actually converts your game over to C++ from C# to C++. In most cases, this can help performance. So there's a huge benefit for that. So that's why those files, you don't see those data files like in most Unity games, because it's using IL2 CPP in order to compile all the script data. Okay, yeah, I don't know what you mean by modding the game. I mean, I would be interested if anybody would start modding my game. That would be pretty cool, Let's see if they can actually do custom skins for these characters and stuff. But we do have some costumes coming down the pipeline. It's just me having to, sit down and get them in the game and then get them set up on Steam for you guys to buy them. We could start a lobby. Alright, let me jump into online mode. There was another thing we did with this version that I realized, as far as when it come to performance and stuff, there was a checkbox that was left unchecked, actually. Freelance artists, I understand the feeling, the need AI, though. Personally, not a fan of it, but I do hold Terrordrome close to my heart ever since I played it on a random arcade port. Okay, yeah, thank you, man. I'm glad you like that. Yeah, there's an actual arcade machine in I think it was Austin, Texas. They put out every Halloween for the original game. I think a trip might be in order one October in order to go visit them. Hey, yeah. Yeah, I know we have a lot of people from Mexico and, Central America and South America that love our game too, I mean, from my understanding, a lot of you guys down in Mexico love horror. Y'all just love horror movies. Y'all especially love Rise of the Boogeyman. I know that. I know a lot of you guys do. So I played it at my skating rink in Louisiana. Oh wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. I do not know how far the reach is of Terrordrome. I mean the game is an arcade game. It plays like an arcade game. It should be set up as an arcade game. Alright. I'm going to go to my lobby settings. I'm going to set myself as player 1. So you'll hit your button there and you go by standby player 2. And I'm going to change my character real quick. Let's see. We hadn't seen Bloody Mary today, so let's play with Bloody Mary. I don't remember having this that small. I'm going to have to go back and fix that. And I like the Morgan costume. Since I'm player 1, I will set the room. I'm not sure how your computer is, so we'll go to training room. I did not mean to ready up already. If you can ready up, go ahead and ready up. I hope the lobby didn't mess up when I did that. Let me know if you see the same thing I'm seeing on stream. If not, we might have to remake the room. But yeah, that's awesome. I wonder how many more people have made arcade cabinets. Did it mess up? Okay, yeah. See, this is why, guys. We need people to play online. You don't know if it worked? Well, let's go ahead and just remake the room. Yeah, we'll have to remake the room. Seeing 3 people in there, I know the spectator mode might work, guys. I don't know if it works or not. So, if you want to try to boot the game up and get into spectating, you can try it. Well, as far as hiring you is concerned, all I would do is just change your status on the Discord to tester. We don't really have hiring. Yeah, Dynamite, if you want to do that, you can hit me up on Discord, Acid Brad. Just add me as a friend on there, or Acid_Brad. Or you can join us in the Terrordrome community. That's another way you can get in contact with me. Sarcastic? Well, I mean, we need more testers. The testers we got, they tend to... Oop, I hit the wrong button there. Yeah, we're always down to have some more artists to come on board with us. The one we did have, he ended up having a falling out at one point in time. What is it doing there? I've never seen this. Look at that. It's saying 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. It's refreshing more than usual. Okay, I'm going to restart my game. I'm going to do that since my game's been running more than yours. Alright. Yeah, see, it didn't give me the Hellsing achievement. Might have to, see why it didn't. Hey, it's good. I mean, hell, remember that 5-hour stream we had that one night where I was just sitting here, fixing bugs on stream and stuff. I mean, I just like to be able to do that more. It's just finding the time, finding the time. But yeah. let's see. If you're still in the... I don't know if you still got that matchup or not. Because I think your room might be bugged. I don't know. Yeah, I think your room might be bugged. I don't know. Let me see. If you're in player 2... Alright. Hit the A button. Ready up. If you're not ready and upright, then you definitely need to restart your room. Yeah, I see you tried to join, Mighty Guy. I see. Oh yeah, there you are. You're in there. I see you. Let's see. Okay. There we go. It finally registered. Okay, maybe this will work, guys. Yeah, there we go. Uh-oh. You're still on loading screen. Well, if it syncs up... Yeah. It's trying to sync up. There it goes. Okay. There it goes. Ta-da! Ugh. If you say your PC kind of sucks, you're not running at 60? If you're definitely not running the game at 60, it's definitely going to lag. Ooh, the rollbacks. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. RIP. Yeah, the game froze. RIP. Spectating crashed your game. Okay. Okay. That's why we do this, guys. Alright, I got an Alt F4. Oh, wait. I seen it move. It's loading. Sorry, Brad, you tried it. It's okay, buddy. I mean, that's what we're here for. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta at least have a decent PC that can run the game at 60 to play online. So if we had somebody else that had the same type of setup I had, yeah, it's gonna run great. But if your game's not running at 60 FPS, then yeah. See what it is. See, spectating is set up so that when everybody gets synced up, that the spectator will fast forward to the frame that the game is currently at. Yeah. Use the in-game show FPS and see if you can get your game running at a solid 60. I'd recommend maybe 720p and try medium setting and see if that helps. Because the game runs on Steam Deck at 720p pretty good at medium settings. HP Dell laptop, okay. Yeah, you might not have a decent GPU, and that could be why you don't have a good enough frame rates and stuff. I mean, hey, it was pretty good, guys. I mean, we hadn't really had a whole lot of people watching us, but hey, we've had about 317 views. I'll take it. What's our likes at? 41. Oh my god, that's awesome. By the way, if anybody has noticed that's on YouTube, we now have memberships. So, more memberships we got, we got, what's this? Let's see, T or DM. Let's see. Because, we got some emotes here. And we got some Terrordrome emotes here finally. It's been a minute. But I think if you're a member, I think you actually get access to those. If we get more members on here, we can get more emotes. And if we can get more members on my channel, if we can get affiliate on my channel, then yeah, we can definitely get some more emotes and stuff like that. Maybe hire a few people to do some emotes for us. TF2, yeah, that's peak, yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, the mini PCs I got in front of you are actually were cheaper than that laptop you had, and could actually run the game. But yeah, what you want to look for is in terms of a mini PC, in order to actually run Terrordrome, is 32 gigs of RAM, at least a 6800 Ryzen 7 that has a we can try if hey mighty guy, you want to try to fight me at least for the content. Man, I'm gonna boot the game. Okay, sure, yeah, let's do it. Go ahead and make a room and I'll join you. Skullgirl's guest characters? Look, okay. Let's put it this way. We already have three other characters that I need to work on, right? Right? And I've already mentioned, if you guys do your detective work, you can easily find out who those are. Now, granted, how long it's going to take me to get those three characters in the game, I don't know. Because, as it stands, the game still kind of has its bugs, has its issues, It's either I work on the bugs, or I add new content, Where does the scale, land here, New content or fix bugs. New content, fix bugs. Add new game mode, fix bugs. Stuff like that. It's okay. I'm in a training mode with FPS on. It's ranging between 46 to 52. Yeah. You wouldn't. If you're ranging between that range of FPS, I would not recommend. UI freeze bug, is it in the online menus, Mighty? You can guess them, but I guarantee you'll get them wrong. Because nobody has figured it out yet. You could give it a shot, Scorching. Low graphics, textures, okay, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and reset your game if your game was still running after you was inspectating. Go ahead and get a fresh boot on it and then make a lobby. Because I know that's what people are here for. They're wanting to see the game at high level, but I'm the only high level that's here. If Super would jump on, y'all would get some knockout dragouts right there. I'm sure Super is probably at work, right, Mighty? It is Friday, though. Brink. 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 If my stream deck was working, I would go. I don't even know if y'all heard that or not. Brink. I don't even think it's working. No, it's not. I wish I could get that working. It'd be funny. Cause that's the whole thing I want to do too with my content is have memes. I like memes. Memes are fun. Let's see here. How do I get that? Let's see how I can get this in there. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's see.
Oh, dang it!
I'm sure y'all heard that then. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I got some other things in here too, guys. I hope they're not too loud. Yeah, so, oh, drop the combo and then you go. Lobby's up. Okay, awesome. All right. I'll let you pick a side. You go ahead. Let's go ahead and we're gonna play with Mighty real quick, show, and then we'll give you a shot again. Have I tried Rise of the Boogeyman? I made Rise of the Boogeyman. You're talking to one of the divs of Rise of the Boogeyman. All right, Texas Ranger. We'll see if spectating will work, but I'm not 100% sure it will. Sync up. Come on, GGPO. There we go. You know, when you hit 2, that's when GGPO kicks in. Then we try to sync up with GGPO. Let's see, my computer's just way too fast for you guys. This is way too fast. This is why people say, oh, the loading takes too long. Well, it kind of works for me, but I have to try. I should put the game up on the mini PC, but I'm not doing capture from it.
No.
Don't test me.
Reality hurts.
Bloody Mary wins. Chapter 2. Fight.
Now that's enough. Oh no.
Oh.
So, want to die.
No, no. No, no. It was running so good too, man. I wonder what caused it. I wonder if it's spectating. Think it's spectating? God, that match was going so good too, man. Granted, it was kind of laggy. It was kind of doing a lot of rollbacks, but still. Yeah, it could be. It could be the spectating. What was he talking about? Steam version? There was never a Steam version of Rise of Boogeyman. If you're talking about this game, this is Reign of the Legends. Those two are the helpers for Dracula. Second monitor? I don't know about that. Because I actually have 3 monitors set up on my computer. Yeah, let's get you guys should definitely see what's going on with spectating, because if we want to do online tournaments, we definitely want spectating to be working as good as possible. Because that's content. That's content that we can really use for this game. But second monitors, see, like I'm running on 3 monitors. I boot the game up from my main monitor. Is it Shoe Dynamite? Let's see, pending. Resnick Arms, is that you done, Dynamite? I'm going to assume so. I'm going to assume so. But yeah. What is your main monitor? You see, it's on your second monitor. Do you have... Well, first, let me preface. What version of Windows are you running? I'm on 11, by the way. Because I used to develop the game on Windows 10 before I got this new computer, so I know it works okay on Windows 10. Hell, as a matter of fact, I booted up my Windows 10 PC the other day, and the game worked, but it was on a single monitor. So, but back in the day, I did have the 3 monitors set up on that Windows 10 PC, and never had it doing that. What you could do, since it's booting up on your second monitor, try this. When it boots up, do Alt Enter, and then drag the window to your main monitor, and then Alt Enter. It should fix it, from my understanding. Because if I do the same thing, it's like I'll boot the game up, just to see if this is something that actually happens. And for some odd reason, I don't know if it's due to how I have my capture set up, but if I go, I got it on my secondary monitor over here now. And so y'all can probably still hear the game, but y'all can't see it because it's done on the main monitor. And now I'm just going to exit the game out and then boot the game up again and see if it does that same thing. Yeah. So now that's what it's booting up over here. So now if I alt enter and I bring the window to my main, alt enter, go full screen. And then we'll exit out, and then we'll boot it back up again, and then it will probably boot up on my main monitor. There you go. There's your fix. There's your fix. Alright. If we want to play online, guys, do not join the room. Alright, do not join the room. Let's not spectate the match. If you want to watch the match, watch it on stream. Just to see if this would be a way we can actually see whether or not it is the spectating or not that's causing that problem. Yeah, we definitely need more playtesters, but what we need is actual players that's playing it. That's when we go into EVO, and that's when we got a booth. Because maybe people will play the game at the booth, stuff like that. Yeah. If you're running at 144 or 140, you probably have VC on, but that's fine. But the game's logic is only going to run at a 60 FPS anyway. All right, Show, do you want to give this another shot? See if we can play again. Now, once again, guys, don't join as spectator, and don't join as a spectator. Well, Mighty's already got another room up. You want to try again? All right, let me try with Show again, Mighty, and then if it doesn't work out, then we'll boot up. Shotaro, make sure the stage you pick is training mode. That way the game should load up a little bit better for you. If you go to battle settings and set it to training mode. That's probably something I should do as well. Is maybe like with my mouse here, maybe like behind the verses, we can like show the map we're going to, or the stage we got selected. That's going to be a lot of coding headaches to get working, but it's possible. Alright, so staying with Mary. If you can ready up. Yeah, GGPO booted up pretty quick that time, but we'll see how we get into the lobby here. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, that was a lot better.
I can sense your blood.
Running at a better frame rate, you'll have less rollbacks.
Don't mind me.
Whoa.
You want a hug?
Okay. Alright, son. Yeah, Brody's off stream there, guys. I wonder what's causing those random high sounds. You know, like that. Like the chainsaw. Chainsaw's getting loud, then it's getting low, getting loud, getting low. Oh, I got it off. You gonna break? You gonna break?
Where's my dinner?
Whoa!
You want a hug?
Oh no! Shenanigans. Uh-oh, I bet we desync. Desync. I bet we desync.
Reality hurts.
Bloody Mary wins. Final chapter. Fight.
Yeah, see, yeah, we desynced, didn't we? Haha. Not fixed yet. Yep, dot. There it is. God. Doesn't that just suck? Alright, Mighty, you and Super need to get on this netcode. Yeah, it didn't crash or freeze. Let me see here. I've been in contact with another composer. Trying to see if we can add some cool riffs to some of the tracks. The issue is I don't have the stems. Stems, not streams or steams. Stems, but it's a composer if he has them. So, what track would benefit? That I would have to look into. Let's see. Cemetery Crossroads. I don't know if that would be good. I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna. Hold on, let's see here. I don't want to get that on stream right there. Sorry about that. see, benefit. Let's see, benefit. We had rifts. But yeah, so talking to this composer, he reached out to me on Twitter actually last year, about around the time we went to EVO last year, and he was asking if we had any stuff capable of that. Well, since we did have a desync, I'm not going to really attempt to play online again. As I don't know if it might have been, due to, Show's limited hardware or what. But yeah. So coming up on, was it almost 5? We're probably going to go ahead and end the stream here. Probably a good place. I'm actually starting to get a little hungry, Hadn't really had much to eat today. So gotta get some dinner in me and then fix some of these issues, and maybe we'll be back before EVO. Maybe I might attempt to do a stream Monday if Brody stays the way he's doing right now. He's been a good boy, sitting on the couch watching his tablet. But if y'all guys want to see this big boy, I'll get him on stream. Hey, Brody, come here. Yeah, come on. Come give me a hug. Come give your daddy a hug. Look at this big boy. He's gotten so big since the last time y'all seen him. How old are you now? Talking to Mike.
6.
You're 6 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you like playing on Terrordrome? Who do you like to play with? The clown?
Yep.
You like playing this?
Yeah.
You like playing the clown? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you scared of the white lady?
Yep.
Yeah, you're scared of the white lady? Alright, go back to play. Alright, guys. Yeah, he's going to his cousin's house while we're in Vegas. That's where he went last year. We're going to see if we can get him to spend the night sometime next week. Maybe, just maybe. If he spends the night next week, maybe we can have a late night div stream where I'm doing bug fixes, and maybe we can play online, cross fingers, see if we can, figure out what's causing the desyncs and stuff. Because up at one point in time, the match was going good, but then some interaction happened, and we hit a desync. So, it would have been nice if you was recording your screen, Shitaru, or Shosho or whatever. But yeah, all right, guys, it's been fun. I will be posting the link to the form for the EVO tournament on Twitter and on Blue Sky. So we'll see if we happen to get any, registrants in that. If we do a tournament, I'm not sure what we will give the winner. Maybe a special, tag on Discord or something, or maybe we can figure out how to get a shirt. I do have a brand new Terrordrome shirt I'm wearing. I don't know if you guys was able to see that or not. Something I made with Streamlabs. If the stream gets going good, so yeah, maybe I will share the link and you guys can buy one yourself. Anyway, it's been fun, guys. I will see you next time, maybe next week. I don't know. We will see. It's hard for me to figure out when I can and can't stream. So, but yeah, $10 million. Yeah, I would love $10 million. But anyway, we'll see you guys.